You have a man who is MP over here who think that him is a big thing. Well, you know how the saying goes. If he's a big tree, we have a small axe willing to chop him down. And I know that you are behind that small axe, Stacy Knight, as a member of parliament for this constituency. So comrades, as I go, I want you to enjoy yourself today. But when today is over, know that you still have a task. You still have a job to do to carry the message of the People's National Party about your candidate, Stacy Knight, and about your Prime Minister, Mark Jefferson Golding, in the highways and byways of Northeast St. Andrew, to make sure on that day, whenever it shall be, it will be PNP, 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 and PNP.
Turn up the thing, PNP. Turn up the thing, PNP.
Turn up the thing.
The next member of parliament for Northeast St. Andrew. Comrades, I tell you already, she come from good stock. She come from a man who is a proven performer. And so we expect her to be a good member of parliament. A member of parliament who is going to be MP for all the citizens of the constituency, not for some. Like how some is for some. So comrades, I say I want to talk to you about something. I know that the spokesman for health is here. But I had to call him one day in the week. Because comrades, in my constituency, I had to visit at least 5 dead yards. And tell you something, comrades, all of those persons are persons, young people, 40s. And comrades, I have to wonder what is happening in the health system. One of them, comrades, died from kidney failure. And you know something? When they went to the hospital said them don't know what to do them. The other one, she went to the hospital twice because she had a stroke. So comrades, something is radically wrong with the health system. And so, comrades, one person the other day, I hear, met in an accident. And when they went to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, comrades, the IC not working. But yet still, comrades, the government is giving away money. They're giving away $20,000. Nothing wrong with that. But the fact is, comrades, we have a country where if something wrong with you and you go to the hospital, Lord, dog, nyam your supper. When the IC now work, something else now work. Or them not have nothing to help you. And I'm saying, comrades, the time come when we must have a government led by Mark Jefferson Golding. And we're going to have a Minister of Health in Dr. Dawes. When you go to the hospital, you will be taken care of. Comrades, time come. And that is why, comrades, we must make sure that Stacy Knight is your next member of parliament so that Mark Jefferson Golding will be the next Prime Minister. Comrades, one love, one heart. Ready, we're ready, and a gone, we're gone.
First things first, them call this Barbican Square after tonight. It shall henceforth be known as Red Square. Because I see a river PNP come down from bank to bank to bank. Well, comrades across Jamaica, I feel the energy. I feel the vibe. And I am happy to know that the comrades are united and ready to take it to them. Because time come, comrade. Comrades, we are faced with a unique election. And I put it to you that this election is an election of money versus love. Because they're coming with a bag of money. And all we got is love. Already in my constituency, they are telling people that they have $50,000 for them if they can carry the household. I can't match that. Stacey can't match that. Most of the comrades running cannot match that. So we have to get the people out to vote because of love. The love for the party, the love for the country, the love for the philosophy of the People's National Party. And we need Jamaicans to understand why it is that this is called PNP country and why the natural state of Jamaica is with the People's National Party. And we have to remind them of the history of this country. I see them trying to rewrite history. A 5-hour speech the other day, and half of it is trying to revise history. But they only take their history and talk about Finsac. But comrades, we are going back to the beginning, when the People's National Party was formed at War Theatre, when even Bustamante was on stage before him jumped ship with a deal. That time, the PNP was formed as a class alliance. For the first time, the middle class and the working class and the upper class were united because they realized that all people equal, but some need a little bit more help than the others. And there's a mass of people that we have to look out for. And that is what everybody understood. And that is why that love for people became the backbone of the People's National Party. It is why when we hear them talk about they will not give Bob Marley national hero, we understand because Bob Marley is a comrade. And it's not just a regular comrade. Bob Marley was campaigning with the bandwagon with Michael Manley. So they will never give a man a national hero award when he was campaigning against their brutality and oppression. And when we were giving Rastas hope, no Rasta man could be calling himself a laborite because they remember Coral Gardens. When the order was given, bring in all Rastas, dead or alive. We remember that. They would love for it to be erased from history. We remember them talking about growth in the 60s, yet that growth was only for the plantocracy. They talk about growth in the 60s. We talk about dignity in the 70s. When men were no longer bastards. When we had maternity leave for women. When we had equal pay for women. When black people could work as teller in banks for the first time. That is what the People's National Party fought for. That is why you have a middle class existing from that time till now, who's a straight comrade, and they can't change because the opportunity they got was through the People's National Party, and that is why they love the PNP.
Comrades, I'm traveling from my home in Mona, in Eastern St. Andrew. Traveled through Ligani and come into Barbican. And when I come into Barbican Square, and I come on the platform and I look to the east, and I look to the west, I look to the north, I look to the south, and PNP River come down bank to bank, comrades. And I send in a warning and a signal to Delroy Chuck. I'm telling him that the knight in shining armor is here to take over Northeast St. Andrew and to give good representation once and for all, comrades. Comrades, I am here because anywhere you have not switched PNP and can't switch PNP, Floyd Morris have to turn up. And I know that Stacy Knight, my church sister, is a nah switch and can't switch PNP because she come from a fine stock of PNP family. And she have my full support, and my full backing, and my full endorsement. But I tell you, comrades, when we come to the People's National Party meeting, we have to talk some truths. And we have to talk the truth and nothing but the stinking truth. And I come to talk the stinking truth tonight because I hear the labor rights going around and they're trying to rehash all manner of things that happened in the past and talking about FinSAC in the 1990s. And I say, one, they must never forget that there was a man who owed money to the banks that collapsed and came on radio and said that him forget it. And during that time, the stinking truth is that this prime minister was working with that man. And I want to know the stinking truth. If the current prime minister did advise that man at that time, if him did remember, say him have the loan to repay to the bank. And the stinking truth, comrades, is that I sat overseas and I listened to the budget debate. And I listened to what the Prime Minister had to say about housing. And when we listened to what he had to say in comparison to what our leader had to say about housing in Jamaica, it is like chalk to cheese, comrades. Because, comrades, there is a serious problem in Jamaica with housing. The average Jamaican for the past 9 years have not been able to purchase an affordable home. The current demand is for over 191,000 houses across this country. And what the wholeness-led government has been doing for the past 9 years is to focus on the higher end of the income market for housing. And that is why them take your money and build houses that cost $28 million and $38 million because them not cater for the low income houses. And Mark Golding said to me and my team that you have to come up with a solution to make sure that we provide affordable housing for Jamaican people. And that is why the comrade leader came to Parliament the other day and said in order for us to provide housing at an affordable cost to our people, we are going to make sure that when we build the houses, 50,000 houses over the next 5 years, we are going to make sure that the land portion for the housing costs is not included in the final payment for NHD contributors. that is going to see a significant reduction in the cost of housing in Jamaica. Between $2.5 to $3 million at minimum will be reduced of the price of housing. That is transformation at its best by Mark Jefferson Golding.
At the first, me ever see them as thing in this constituency here. So me have to big up everyone who know for day in here. Because me never know it could have happened down here. So PMP River come down bank to bank. Comrades, I have had the privilege to serve this People's National Party for quite a little while. I served 9 years as a councillor. And I was recruited from one constituency to come over to another constituency, which was then called East Central St. Catherine. And that man over that constituency said to me, come over to Macedonia. We have work for you in the vineyard. And I went over to Macedonia, and him trained me, and him prepared me, and him groomed me. And he did 18 straight years of service to the People's National Party in that constituency. 4 terms. And that man left a legacy in that constituency that I have vowed to carry on for as long as I am there. So me do my 4th term now. And me go do one up on you, because me go for number 5. Thanks to the foundation of the great Keith Desmond Knight, St. Aubin Knight. And I'm saying to you, me no dey so just for come turn up and look in your face. Me come here because the daughter of this great man, I don't want you to take it simple. Stacy Knight come from good stock. You hear me say? Stacy Knight comes from good stock. Solid, stable, people of integrity, commitment, bright, driven, purposeful, and is going to be a great member of parliament for this constituency. I was taught by a comrade who never had to lift a finger or tell a bad man figure do nothing wrong. KD served with distinction and never had to bad up anybody to vote for him. We believe in democracy. We are the party that believe in people at the center. And so you have your right to choose and your right to determine who will represent you. I learned it that way, and I have carried it on that way. But the PNP has taught us over the years that democracy is what we must preserve. Participatory democracy is what we must stand for. It is in our DNA. A PMP say people first. And that's why we name the People's National Party. We not tell nobody to sign undated letters. Say you resign even long before you resign. We don't tell nobody to do that. Because you must have freedom to be able to speak to equal rights and justice on behalf of the people of the country. We not tell nobody so they can't go to parliament by badding them up and tell them, but we will never surrender this country to the People's National Party. Watch it! Watch it! Watch it! Because you will have to surrender to the People's National Party, because we are going to do right by the people of Jamaica.
Time come.
You won't have a choice. This is not your choice. You don't determine who surrenders. You don't determine who gets to serve the people. The people determine who will serve them. And the people say they want the People's National Party to form the next government of Jamaica.
Time come.
So we are saddled up. I'm hear them run up them mouth and talk all kind of thing about how we present alternative budget and all them things there. We never tell nobody so. We tell people what we are going to do when we form the next government. And what we say is what we mean, because the PNP stick by its word. And comrades, let me just say this to you. I have a confidence that Mark Jefferson Golding will make an excellent Prime Minister. I have every confidence that right now he is one of the brightest minds we have in Jamaica today. I have every confidence that he's a man of integrity with clean hands and a pure heart, and someone who wants to see the best for Jamaica and Jamaicans. I have every confidence that he will lead a movement that will transform this country from where we are to where we need to be. The People's National Party will form the next government. Anytime them sound the trumpet, call it Andrew, call it Andrew, call it Andrew, call it.
My leader, our leader, I serve in Parliament with him in the Senate. And him used to call me and say, KD, I'm going to pass this law today. What you think about it? Give me your views. So we work together. And now I am presenting to him my daughter to work with him. Well, comrade, I don't talk to you long tonight because guess what? I have a little mishap with my foot. But it soon get better. So I going to be with you, around you, all along with my daughter.
My trailblazing mother was a member of the team who pioneered, who created the PATH program. Walking in the footsteps of these amazing women is no easy feat. And we still have work to do as women. Because in spite of equal pay for women, and in spite of all the achievements of the 70s that sought to bring equality of the genders, today, women are still earning only 81 cents to every dollar that a man earns. Women, that wage-gender gap is something that we need to close. That is something it's not right. Some of the issues that I want to highlight is our underperforming schools. The fact that many children are leaving school without being able to read and write and function. You know it, because some of your children are struggling in schools. That's not right, and we want to make it right. Also, in education, I want to talk about the fact that we don't have a proper special education system. I don't know where is Miss Joyce, but Miss Joyce have a grandson. I know she's here somewhere. Joycey, I know you're here. Miss Joyce have a grandson. There she is. Who is having difficulty in school because he has special needs and challenges that need to be addressed. Him go to one school and them say him can't stay at that school. And then him try another school and him can't go to the next school. She try a next school and she can't afford the next school. And that not right. So we need to fix that.
When I spoke in the budget debate the other day, I highlighted a vision for the next administration under the People's National Party. I was building on the presentation made by our very capable spokesperson for finance, MP Julian Robinson. And we outlined where we are going when we form government after the next general election. And I made the point that Jamaica needs a government that is built on a strong ethical foundation, because it's time for the people to have trust and confidence in their leaders in government. And they have had 9 years of government where their leaders cannot be trusted, where corruption, nepotism, and cronyism has been the order of the day, where from the Prime Minister down there are issues of integrity. Integrity Commission declarations can't certify. 8 of them under investigation for illicit enrichment. None of them have signed the Integrity Commission Code of Conduct for Leadership. All of the PNP representatives have signed the Leadership Code of Conduct, beginning with me. So we take this thing, ethical leadership, we take this thing very seriously. And that is why when Stacey began her presentation tonight and put God in the center of what she's seeking to achieve here in this constituency, I know she's on the right track. And we want to do the very same thing for Jamaica as a whole, because Jamaica needs upliftment and righteousness to move forward and develop in the right way. So comrades, put your shoulders to the wheel. Let us live in love and unity and work hard for the victory. It is possible. It is more than possible. It is ordained. I can feel the vibes. I can feel the energy. You have a wonderful candidate in Stacy Knight, a daughter of the soil, a brilliant young lady, a lawyer. She has a degree in computer science. She has a degree in this and a degree in that. But she's here to serve you and to serve you in your interests. And her opponent, what can I say? His best days are way, way behind him. He is not the future. He is the past. She is the present. She is the future. Give her a chance. Bring her home, because I want her in Garden House with me when we form government after the next election. So comrades and friends, it is with a great sense of pride and honor and humility that I present to you your candidate for this constituency of St. Andrew North Eastern in the next general election. I give to you Stacy Knight. It is right with Knight.